Chai time, I'm Shadma Khan.
And I'm Sangeeta Dua.
Today we're going to talk about an issue which is very prevalent in our society. And coming back from South Asia, it's for some of us very hard to accept. Should we or should we not have sleepovers for our children? Sangeeta?
Well, you know the way I think. Well, I guess after watching at least 50 shows, my audience also know the way I think by now. Actually, because I would say yes, they should have sleepovers.
Not at all.
Why not?
Why not? I mean, why sleepovers? If your child goes to bed at 8:30 and even if it's holiday, I don't think they should be in bed after 10. They should be, by 10 they should be sleeping, and they'll be sleeping as it is. From our childhood, for me, I have never had a sleepover, because what is the use of having sleepover? I'll be sleeping as it is, so why don't I sleep at home with my parents? I think firstly it's a lot of responsibility for another person to take, and they should just be at home sleeping with their parents. That's the way it should be.
Well, it's in ideal world, yes, that's the way it should be. But the question comes when your children wants to go out and have a sleepover. They say, well, I want to go to Michelle's house. I want to go to Tanya's house. I want to go to somebody's house. Because, kids like doing that. It's just part of growing up. In back home, what we had was, we had joint families. We could go to Mama's house, Chacha's house, Bua's house, Masi's house, and then hang out with our cousins. Now, we don't have that kind of environment here. Our relatives are not close together. Somebody's in Connecticut, somebody's in New Jersey, someone's back home in like Minnesota, someone's in like Wisconsin, or half of the family is back home.
Okay, you want to go to your daughter asks you want to go to Michelle's house or you want to go to Tina's house, fine, you can go to Tina's house till 8:30. Okay, cross the limit, go 9:30, then come home and sleep over.
Sleepovers are so much fun.
Okay, what is so fun about it?
They go sit in their pajamas, they get to have their dinner, they get to tell each other scary stories and sleep in the tent.
Have everything done.
It's just so much fun having a sleepover. I mean, I had sleepovers like when I was a kid, like for my cousin's house, my relative's house. For my children, I don't have relatives for them to take them to this house and that house. I think we should allow them, but yes, we should have boundaries for them a little bit. Like, as soon as we have to drop them off, we have to meet the parents, make sure that there's an adult in the house, and they're being supervised, that's for sure, and then there's no alcohol being served if they are a little bit older, and they make sure
if they're older, if they're girls or boys, no sleepover at all.
I would say yes. I would say
very conservative.
Let them enjoy their lives.
Sleepover is not enjoying your life. I mean, it's irrelevant. I never had a sleepover. I mean, what's the big deal? I don't think I missed anything in life. I've spent time with my friends, late nights, 10 o'clock, that's fine. And after that, I'm tired. Well, I mean, what is it going to be doing with my friend and having my pajamas on and sleeping over? To me, please, no sleepovers. They want to spend time with their friends, fine. But you know what I am afraid of? It's like, we don't know, the children don't understand a lot of things. And it's sleeping over, your parents, they're so dead tired, even if you know the parents, and it's not constantly that you can be with the child and saying what are they doing. That's no fun for the children and for yourself.
But in a way, children also learn how other parents are behaving. How is the
that's not needed to know
atmosphere in the other houses also.
What is
they get to see different things. They get to learn different cultures.
Being in the night, everybody's sleeping. What is there to be?
No. You don't understand. You don't understand.
Okay, what don't I understand? Please make me understand.
See, if you have a child from a different culture or different country, from different places, coming
go to
over
culture
to your
events.
house, okay, no, listen. if somebody comes over to your house, okay, now you are from Bangladesh and you are your religion is Muslim. Now if somebody is from Christian family or somebody is from Hindu family, okay, coming over to your house for sleepovers, they get to see, okay, you know, how you guys sit together and what kind of prayers do you say before eating dinner, and how how
invite them for dinner,
how the parents are talking, and what kind of prayers are you doing, what's your regime in the day into your house, you know, how your children are behaving when you talk, and sometimes they get to see different things in the house. Oh, what is that? That's the Makkah. What is Makkah? Then you teach your daughter, can tell her, okay, this is the Medina, you know, this is where it is, and this is what we do, this is the Islam teaches us, and children can get to see a lot of things when they spend time with a different family. Okay,
not having sleepovers.
Well,
You can have them visit, they can come to your house during the day, even if they want. Like I said, 10 o'clock is my limit. I do not want my daughter or son to go to somebody else's house and spend the night, because they're going to be sleeping.
yes, I would say yes, they would be sleeping, but the children sometimes they don't just go to sleep. They just talk. They talk different things. They just
All days there.
Days, you know, they are busy in their homework. They're doing different things. They have to do different activities.
Pick up a Saturday or a Sunday,
Sundays,
drop them in the
yes.
morning, let them
They
be.
have activities that they do. They have dramas. They have different recitals. They have practice.
They'll be very
karate,
agitated if they're all night long not sleeping. They'll be very agitated.
That's for one day.
They're going to
The
get
next day
sick.
They'll be sleeping all night, all day.
No, that's
it's
breaking your
different.
routine.
I would say let them go and have a sleepover. Why? Because there's a different reason. As one reason, the main reason I said is sometimes the children need to see how the routine is in different families and how
Spend
other
the day.
families act, and parents, and how they send them to go to sleep, what kind of prayers they do at going to sleep, and what time would they wake up, and what kind of, you know, activities in the house, and like, you know, they go to gym or they do some exercise, they do yoga, they do
To
do
me,
prayers in the
Sangeeta,
morning.
those are irrelevant information that I would gather. If I would want to know something, if my child needs to know something, let them be from the morning. They can go to somebody else's house and ask, okay, what prayers do you do before going to sleep? You cannot change my mind, and there are a lot of people who will support me and say, yes, you're right, they should
Well,
not.
I still say there is nothing wrong
today
with the
in
children to
this
go out
world,
and have a sleepover. I mean, we're talking about, you know, like if I have a son and I also have a daughter, and they go to do sleepovers, and then when they come back, they come back and they give me the information. They said, here, mommy, you know, I learned this, that this looks really bad, you know, when they were talking and their children were talking and the parents were talking, it looks bad. I don't want to embarrass you like that. I want to invite my friends over to my house also, and I want to show them how good we are with you and how well we listen to you, and you know how you taught us this thing and that thing. Can I have a sleepover? Can I have my friends over to my house for sleepover? I want to show them this, I want to show them that. There's so many toys that they have that they want to share. There's so many movies.
the whole day is there.
The days, you know, it's just not the same when you're relaxed and you're home and in your pajamas, and it's just different. Well, we're gonna take a little short break, and then we will talk back.
Welcome back. Like Sangeeta was saying that she supports sleepover, and you might think that because I'd never had a sleepover, I would feel that no, I don't want to have a sleepover. No, in general, I would say that I would. There are parents. Let's leave me aside. There are parents who will not support that. Firstly, if your child is very young, you know, I mean 7, 8 years old, they should be near you. One reason, you don't know, they can have an earache or a toothache or a high fever, and they can be, it's at somebody else's house, and there's times that children don't even understand that they're having fever, and it can go into a seizure. Okay, that is a reason I'm very cautious. I feel there are parents who are very cautious. The other reason is, if your child is above 11, they're very curious. They are very curious. Of course, the other parents that you are sending your child to. We all do. You cannot send your child to somebody that you don't know. You will always try to talk to that parent. It is not possible for a parent to for all night long to go into the room and see what they're doing, the children are doing. It's impossible. I mean, it's not going to be, relaxing, or it's going to agitate them that I have to supervise these children all the time. After 11 or 12, children are very curious. They do want to do a lot of stuff that they want to do with their friends, in the sense they would want to go into a website, or they would want to have somebody come in and be with them. It's not that you don't trust your child, it's just they are growing up. So they want to try out a lot of stuff that they think is very interesting, which we can prevent them from. It's not that, when you have a sleepover, this situation can happen, that it will happen, and that's why you will say that, Shadma, I don't agree with you, but it can happen. To me, when you are going to have you want to sleep, just sleep in your house, you have your parents there, and even if it's with your friend, you are going to sleep. So why not have it at home? You sleep at home. If you want to spend that time, like I said, make it, if it's